I noticed in our corporate accounts, yes, I am an investor, there was nothing there. Not only were there no assets, there were no records. There was nothing. So it had been stripped clean. So I decided, okay, I know the management of this company. I'm going to make some phone calls, ask where it went. Where was it? Did it get hacked? Did it go to the Bahamian government? Did it go to wherever, FTX US? Just where's the money? It's a very simple question. It's not brain surgery here. And I just called Sam up. Sam Bankman-Fried said, Sam, where's the money? And he
Welcome back to Black Mountain Stocks. Today, we're taking a look at SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, and his extradition fight that he seems to be giving up on. He was in court, visibly shaken, and decided on his way back to jail that he wouldn't fight the extradition. So what we have now, the news that we have from Bloomberg, is that he's on a plane heading back to the U.S. Now, when he gets back to the U.S., he's facing 8 counts of federal charges, also civil charges from the SEC, orchestrating a scheme to defraud equity investors. There's a lot of unanswered questions. Investors are trying to find that money and claw back the money, just like Kevin O'Leary is talking about here. He actually called Sam, and the information is breaking daily. It's going to take a while for some of this stuff to play out, but let's take a listen to Kevin O'Leary. You've seen some of these other YouTube influencers like Meet Kevin, Graham Stephan, Financial Education, Jeremy Lefebvre, and Andre Geek also connected to this. They may be protected on some of the contracts that they signed to promote this, and they may not have ever known anything that was going on as far as fraud goes. But we do know that the SEC and the DOJ, they're going to be looking at whoever is connected to this, and they have stated that if they haven't come forward yet to talk to them, they will be seeking them out. So let's take a listen to what Kevin O'Leary has to say.
He said, I don't have access anymore to the servers. And I said, okay, walk me back 24 months. Where'd the money go? Forget about the small stuff, the 50 million, the 200 million, all the stuff, all the allegations, all the allegations of fraud. Forget all that. Tell me, you're a $32 billion company. Where'd the real money go? That's when I learned that he bought back all the stock from Binance. They were a 20% shareholder. I didn't know that. The second largest shareholder, maybe, I don't have the records, but we're going to find this all out. And the first largest shareholder, the biggest shareholder, Sam Bankman-Fried himself, bought out all the stock of Binance. And I said to him, why would you do that? Why would you pay a $32 billion valuation for something that you sold for seed stock valuations just months ago? He said, I can't get licensed anymore. Anywhere I go, when Binance is 20% of the cap table, the regulators turn me down. Now, either CZ was being uncooperative or he had reasons not to disclose whatever the regulators wanted in every geography they went. So according to Sam Bankman-Fried, these are his words, I had to buy it back. I had to bring it back on the cap table. You want to know where the money went? That's where it went. And all I'm saying is, sure, there's other allegations, and I know that's all going to be put through the systems. Sure. I get it. But that was the major loss of the balance sheet was basically a related transaction between two shareholders. And the only reason I brought it up is that sounds like a Madoff clawback to me. I mean, there's something wrong here.
So you heard it directly from Kevin O'Leary. Like I said, he is involved in this investing. He is invested in FTX here in the U.S. and FTX International there in the Bahamas. And the clawback has begun. Once they get him here to the U.S., the first thing that they're going to be looking at is, are they going to be able to get this guy out on bail? There's going to be a negotiation on the bail, and we'll see what happens there. These guys usually do get some form of bail and get out, and they're able to, construct a plan with their lawyers on how they're going to fight this, what information they're willing to share. As of now, these cases like this do take time. We've seen the Theranos trial and also the Nikola trial lately. These guys were convicted of fraud, and they will serve many years in prison. If they can find this with SBF, he will be convicted and he will serve time in jail. If they can find an error in the accounting that wasn't his fault and claw back some of the money for these investors, you may see some reduced charges, and we'll see how that plays out. Let's take another listen.
Can I ask you, Kevin, because you made it sound like he used cash, he used money that was in various accounts in order to do this, money that was in your account, for instance. But did Sam Bankman-Fried use FTT tokens to buy any part of that Binance stake back?
Great question, Melissa. Nobody knows. There's no records anymore. And that's the first place I'm sure John Ray is going to look. But was it cash? My bet is a lot of it was cash. We just simply don't know. But the point is, let's move forward now to the week of November 6th when this company went bankrupt. Why in the world would a block trade like the one owned by CZ and or Binance be tweeted out saying, I have $550 million with the FTT tokens I'm going to put to the market? You don't trade like that. You arrange a cross. You go and find buyers, you form a syndicate, and you clear market with a trade.
Well, that's in traditional finance, Kevin. This is decentralized, Wild West finance. So he didn't do that.
Well, Melissa, that's the whole point. And let me tell you something. My read of the Senate today, they're tired of this. They don't want to keep holding hearings every 6 months when the next crypto crap blows up. They're done with it. They're not happy cowboys anymore. They're really unhappy. And
regulators here in the U.S. are ready for Sam Bankman-Fried to return and face his charges, and they'll get to the bottom of this. We'll get answers. It could take some time. Sam Bankman-Fried, the crypto Bernie Madoff of the Bahamas and the U.S., folks. Stay tuned, and we'll update you as this story breaks.